Hey, my name is Bierton, and I am a professional pumpkin carver. I've been carving pumpkins essentially my whole life, but it wasn't until high school where I really started to challenge myself and see how far I could take this. I challenged myself in high school to do a sculptural style pumpkin. I ended up spending all day on this carving. It was a rigorous event, but the result was so satisfying that I haven't really looked back. Believe it or not, I probably carve over 100 pumpkins each year, and I feel like that number just continues to grow. Between my performances at the New York Botanical Garden each weekend and custom carvings for clients, I start carving very early in September and go all the way through November. You know, pumpkin carving is a very time-sensitive fruit. Each carve presents a new challenge, and that's what just keeps me involved. So it's probably really hard for me to pick an absolute favorite carving that I've done, but some of the most fun I've had is with the little characters with the potato and carrot eyeballs. From a sculptural standpoint, one of my most memorable carvings was from last season, where I did a face kind of melting over another face. It was a bear of a carve, total challenge, but the result was really cool, and I enjoy pushing the boundaries with everything that I do, trying to come up with new things that are untraditional, and then push the boundaries within even the pumpkin carving community, because everybody's sculpting faces. So I try to do new stuff, a face melting over a face, a hand pushing through a pumpkin, you name it. I'm inspired by each pumpkin individually, and that's what I love. When I'm buying a pumpkin, I'm always looking for a few key things. First is a green, healthy stem. It's a good indicator of the pumpkin's freshness. From there, I base my choice on the style of carving that I'm going for. Whether it's a jack-o'-lantern, etching, or sculptural design, I make sure that the pumpkin has a rich orange color and no bruises or blemishes. That way, it's going to last longer and be easier to work with. There's 3 styles of carving. Your basic traditional jack-o'-lantern style carve. There's an etching style where you're not going all the way through like a jack-o'-lantern, but still illuminating it from the inside. And then there's a 3D kind of sculptural style. When I'm carving a face, I usually start by peeling the skin and then blocking out where the eyes, nose, and mouth will end up. And then I'll start to drop down into smaller tools and refine the face, adding some details and character. My favorite technique for making potato eyes involves a large russet potato, and I scoop out the shape of the eyeball with a melon baller or an ice cream scoop, and then I polish it up with a little Scotch-Brite pad, and I soak all of my potato pieces in lemon juice so they stay nice and white. Then I use pieces of carrots for the iris, and I think it's a really fun and creative way to bring your pumpkins to life. One of my most commonly asked questions is how to keep a carved pumpkin fresher longer. My best tip is going to be, you have to treat your pumpkin like any other piece of fruit. Keep it in a cool, dry place once it's carved. You can even wrap it in saran wrap or put it in the refrigerator if you have the space. This will help slow down the rotting process. I also recommend misting the pumpkin with a little lemon juice solution, which helps prevent the mold and extends the overall life a little bit. But remember, pumpkins are ephemeral by nature. They're not meant to last forever, and they're gonna rot eventually. But that's part of their charm, so just have fun with it. If you're looking to step your game up this season, I'd really recommend giving me a follow on social media, where I'll share all of my tips and tricks. I've been carving pumpkins for over 20 years now, so I've picked up everything you need to know on how to choose the right pumpkin, all the different carving techniques, and I post videos regularly, so you can follow along and learn something new this year.